In this video, we're going to look at simplifying radicals of negative numbers. The first thing that we need to do is define the imaginary number I. So when you're simplifying and you see square root of a negative number, that negative part is always going to become I. In this example, square root of negative 4, this negative part is going to become I, and the square root of 4 is just going to become 2. That one you handle normally. So we'll write that as 2I. You get the 2 from the radical 4, and you get the I from the radical of the negative. Let's try another one. When simplifying radicals with negatives inside, I suggest handling the negative part first. So, in this one, we notice that we have a square root of a negative, as shown right there. That becomes the I. Everything else will just stay under the radical, and you'll just have to simplify normally. So this is where we're at. After that, just do your normal factor tree, and you should get 2I root 2. So just to recap, if you see a negative inside of a radical, just turn that into I, and then for the remaining numbers inside of the radical, you simplify that as a regular radical. Let's take a look at these three problems. In number 1, we have radical minus 24. So the first thing you should notice is that it's a radical of a negative number, so let's handle that part first. So we'll turn that negative part into I, and then we'll have root 24 left. Just go ahead and solve that one further. So here's my work for that one, and you'll notice that the 2 will go outside, and it's going to combine with the I through multiplication. So you're going to have 2 times I, or 2I, and then we're left with root or radical 6. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 2. Here we have 3 times the radical of negative 12. So whatever we simplify out of the radical of negative 12, that is going to combine through multiplication with the 3 on the outside. So let's go ahead and first take out the negative part. And here we get 3I radical 12. After that, go ahead and simplify the radical 12. And we'll notice that a 2 can be taken out of the radical to combine with the 3I. And that makes our final answer 6I radical 3. Let's work through number 3 together. Here you'll notice that number 3 is very similar to number 2, where we have a coefficient outside of the radical. So whatever you can take out of the radical, you can combine with the negative 5. And the first thing you should notice that we should take out is the I, which will replace the square root of the negative number. So after taking out the I, we try and simplify the rad 75, and we can see we can take out another 5, and that should combine with the negative 5I on the outside through multiplication. So finally, your answer will be negative 25I root 3. Alright, try these for homework and bring them into class.